Thanks for joining me in this discussion about production and shipping. Initially, I had this pictured maybe more as a two-video series, one for production, one for shipping. But in the end, it made more sense to have just one longer video that talked about the interrelationship between shipping and production. A lot of the features that you'll see in this video have come about as a result of your suggestions. We really do value your suggestions and we really do put them into the software, so please keep them coming. To create a shipment, just go into Shipping, and then Create a Shipment, and then you have this row of filters right here that you can use to pull up the orders that you're looking for. So let's take a look at this row of filters. The first filter is the type of order that you want to look at. So you can either see work orders, regular orders, or both. I'll go ahead and select both. Then here you have the production buckets that you want to look in. So you could, for example, look in ready for delivery and waiting on foundation. Because this is just a test account that I use for demonstrations, I'm going to just look in the order received bucket because that's where I know I have some orders to look at. So I'll close that back up. Here you can choose which tags you'd like to filter the orders by. So if I only wanted to see westbound deliveries, I could do that. Or I could get even more detailed and I could say, show me westbound deliveries that are also rush orders. In this case, I won't select either of these. These two fields right here and right here are to make it so that you can choose an estimated delivery date range. So if I were to choose a range between May 1st and May 31st, it would show me all orders that had an estimated delivery date between May 1st and May 31st. So then once you've selected all the filters that you'd like, you click Apply, and it's going to pull up orders for you. Now, in the past, you could only have one shipping destination per shipment. That's no longer the case. So I'll select, for example, I'll select a couple here from Green Lawn Cemetery. I'll do a couple from Oakmont Cemetery. And then as I check those boxes, this button changes. So if I uncheck and then recheck, I get a different quantity here. So I'm going to go ahead and click Create Shipment from 4 orders. And here I have a new shipment. It's shipment number 124054. And when you create a shipment, it's going to use the date that you created it on as the estimated delivery date. If you want to change that, all you need to do is select the orders that you'd like to change. So we'll change the estimated delivery date for Green Lawn Cemetery. I'm going to come up here and I'm going to make this the 13th, and then I click the Update to Orders, and that's going to update the estimated delivery date for the orders at Green Lawn. And then for Oakmont, I'll also change the estimated delivery date, and I'll go to the let's make it the 14th here, and I'll update those 2 orders. Now you probably noticed, but when I check an order, then I get a whole bunch of different controls up here with different things that I can do to the order that I checked. So I could deliver that order, I could remove it from the shipment, invoice it, or archive it. But none of these controls becomes visible until you've checked an order here. Okay, let's go ahead and save the changes that we've made to this shipment. So I'll save that, and let's go out to the calendar. So here's what the calendar looks like, and if we click over here, we can see the shipment that we just created. Shipment number 124054. Here's the orders that are in the shipment. And if we need to now, we can drag and drop this shipment. So as you recall, this spanned the weekend. It was Saturday and Sunday. And if I want to move this, I can just go ahead and drag and drop that, and it will move it so that we cover these 2 days, Sunday and Monday now. All right, so there's a lot of things about this calendar that are really neat. First of all, you just saw me drag and drop the shipment. When I do that, if I were to move this shipment, it's automatically going to change the estimated delivery date of all the orders in the shipment. And so if you have wholesale clients, when they log in, they're going to see that new estimated delivery date. If you have retail clients, then when they call in, that estimated delivery date will be on the order for you. So just a really convenient way to be able to shuffle things around and still keep everything in order. Now, you'll probably notice here that we have a shipment that has a striped background. This one's the same thing. And what that represents, anything on your calendar that has a striped background represents a calendar item that has at least one firm order in it. And by firm order, what I mean is if I click in here and I can see that this particular, shipment or order, pardon me, is a firm order. So I'll click into it. And over here on the left-hand side, we've got this new checkbox to designate a firm date. Now, a lot of monument companies call this a promised date or a firm date. And so by checking this box and then choosing an estimated delivery date here, you're basically saying that this particular order for Sally Jones needs to be delivered and at the cemetery at least by the 17th of March. And so this is a firm order. Let's go back to the calendar and see what happens if we try to move a shipment that has a firm date in it. And you can see right here, it's this shipment has two orders and one of them is firm. So if I move this to another date, I'm going to get this warning right here. And if I'm good with the move, then I can just click OK and it will move the shipment and change the estimated delivery date for all of the orders in that shipment. By the way, you can also drag and drop these orders that have an estimated delivery date but are not part of a shipment yet. So if I just grab this and drop it onto a shipment, it will put it into that shipment. And I can also remove things from the shipment as well. So this is a good segue to discuss the workflow that I know many of you use, and that is to create shipments ahead of time, even before you have orders to fill those shipments. This is pretty common. A lot of times monument shops will, for example, want to tell their clients, we deliver to XYZ Cemetery every second and fourth Wednesday of the month. And so let me show you how you're going to do this. In StoneSpot, you just go to Shipping, and then Shipping Profiles, and then you're going to click right here on Create Shipment. And then we're going to set the date for the 17th, which is a Wednesday, and then just click Save. If we come back to the calendar, then we're going to have this new shipment that's been created on the 17th. And we can either drag and drop orders into that shipment as we get them, or we can click into the shipment and add orders right here from the Add Orders to Shipment button. Let's go back to the calendar. The calendar is such a powerful tool. If you just kind of keep your eye on it and look ahead a few days, it'll make it so that you'll catch a lot of things and that things will just move really smoothly through your shop. Okay, so in the beginning of this video, I talked about how shipping and production are really related to each other. And so we've learned how to create a shipment. We have also learned about how the shipments work on the calendar. Now let's take a look at how it's going to help organize our production. So I'm going to come up here to Manage Orders, and we'll come down here to the production buckets. So if I go into my stencil application bucket, I can just organize this bucket by estimated delivery date, sort it by low to high, and then click Sort. And what this will do for me is it's going to put the orders that are shipping next at the top of my list. So here I have an estimated delivery date of the 14th of March. Same thing here, 14th of March. This one is going to be the 15th of March, and then here we have the 17th of March. And so this is just awesome, because if everybody comes into work at the beginning of the day and they go into their different production buckets, and they sort their orders in that bucket by estimated delivery date, then everyone is automatically going to be working on the orders that need to be shipped out next. And so there's no wasted time. Nobody has to spend any time trying to make up a list of orders that need to be worked on for that day. Everybody can just come in at the beginning of the day, log into StoneSpot, go into their bucket, and see exactly which orders need to be worked on next in order to make the delivery date. I know this video is a little bit longer than the ones that I usually do, but hopefully you found the content helpful and something that you can use in your shop. The one thing I wish I had had more time to cover is how to email a map from the shipment to your delivery people. You can actually just click on a button in the shipment and email a map, and then your delivery people can just click on the different grave sites and get turn-by-turn directions to the grave site. If you're unsure how to use that feature, please contact us or check out one of our other videos on GPS tracking in StoneSpot.